Hi, everyone. Welcome to the PoliticAL update with me, Alexandra Acker-Lyons. I pay attention to the political news so you don't have to. This is the advice I give to my millionaire clients, and you get it for free. It is Friday, January 16th. Um, okay, there's a lot going on. In candidate news, Mary Peltola made it official on Monday and announced that she will be running for the Senate in Alaska. All of the prognosticators immediately moved this race from solid Republican to lean Republican, which is really exciting. And she raised $1.5 million in the first 24 hours, which is also incredibly exciting. I don't love this new 24-hour raise as much money as you can, show your momentum thing. It's very stressful for candidates and funders alike, but really excited that she was able to raise so much in such a short period of time. This week, the Cook Political Report also moved 18 U.S. House races towards Democrats. Some of these are ones that I kind of expected to come off the map and be moved regardless. They moved a bunch of races into kind of solid Democrat territory or likely Democrat territory, but notably several toss-up races moved to lean Democrat. And hopefully over the next couple of months, we can kind of further solidify a lot of our Democratic incumbents, help them raise the money that they need early in order to just take those races off the map and concentrate on the seats we need to flip. So that's exciting. Obviously, Minnesota continues to kind of dominate everything. It is really hard. It's really hard to watch all of the videos. It's really hard to listen to, in particular, firsthand accounts of people who are there on the ground. There are 3,000 federal agents. For context, there are 600 police officers in Minneapolis. So people are just describing these roving bands of masked agents everywhere. They're going door to door in neighborhoods demanding that people show proof of citizenship. It is really a true reign of terror. More people being shot at, injured. It's just awful. And been on a couple of calls this week with organizers on the ground. There's about a $5 million immediate need for things like direct assistance, helping, get food to people who feel like they can't leave their house, legal aid and litigation, organizing, communications. There are a lot of groups doing amazing work. There are several kind of hubs of a lot of this work, with Take Action Minnesota being one of them. Unidos, Isaiah, I'm going to butcher these names, Asamblea de Derechos Civiles. I will put all of these in the notes, and any help that you can provide is much needed there. And will continue to be needed for the next few months. We're hearing that ICE agents have hotel reservations through the end of February. And also hearing that they're potentially making some moves to go into Maine. And there's very little that Democrats in Congress can do to stop this. Unfortunately, ICE's budget was dramatically increased through the big terrible bill. The funding bills that are currently being negotiated won't have a real impact on what's happening now. We can certainly send a signal, but being in the minority, there's just not a lot we can do. We have to win, and then we will have subpoena power and investigative power to be able to try to hold people accountable for these horrible actions. So the only kind of silver lining is that Trump's approval rating on ICE and immigration continues to drop. 57% of Americans disapprove of the way ICE is conducting these raids in Minnesota. The fact that it's only 57% is extremely disheartening, but in this day and age, I will take it. And the number 2 at ICE has resigned so that she can move back to Ohio and run against Marcy Kaptur for Congress. So, never been the biggest Marcy Kaptur fan. Her district became even more Republican, but she is a really strong candidate. She has a proven track record of being able to win in Republican-leaning districts. And she's now running against the devil. So go give Marcy Kaptur some money. Other political news, the California maps, new congressional maps were upheld in the federal court. And Virginia is moving forward with redistricting. We should see those maps in the next couple of weeks. Fighting back is working in a lot of these places, and we need to remember that. Okay, 2028 has begun. We have started to see a lot of Democrats, in particular, like Chris Murphy and Ruben Gallego, really speak out about what's happening, try to pass legislation in Congress. It is noticeable who's not speaking out. I get that a lot of the governors, again, have to be so careful with what they do and say because retribution is real, as we are seeing in Minnesota right now, right? This is, governors do have to be more careful, but, pay attention to what people are doing. And my shout out of the week, it is Martin Luther King Day on Monday. Here in Denver, we have the Marade. It's a march parade, and it's pretty fun. And we usually do something to give back to our community. We usually make like homeless kits where we put, toothbrushes and socks and Purell and Band-Aids and beef jerky and things like that into little kits that we can give out as we're going around. I encourage everyone to do something to honor this day, and in particular, do something you can for Minnesota. Stay strong, Minnesota. We're all with you. Thanks.